also coming in. Breaking news coming in at this moment. It's 8:46 a.m. We're about 2 hours and 15 minutes from the beginning of the budget presentation, and sources are telling us that the government is contemplating introduction of a joint tax filing system for married couples, a move aimed at reducing the overall tax burden on middle class households. Any details, Hina?
Well, this is a new idea. This is what the taxpayer body has proposed. Remember, government seeks proposals from everybody. So they've been pushing really hard that the government should allow joint taxation for couples, given the 12 lakh bonanza we got. Because now CAs feel that if you allow husband and wife to collectively file income tax returns, so their outgo in terms of tax is going to be lower. That's the only little argument.
Monica Hallan.
So I have a little bit of a wild idea on this. Is it a precursor to a uniform civil code? Because when they finally bring that out, something called the HUF will go away, the Hindu undivided family, which is a tax break too. And this has been a real problem with certain groups. My sense is they're probably doing this as a chess move to then bring about that UCC later in the year. But you know, other than nudging people to get married.
In the budget, are we going to see the element of big, bold political reform on UCC, Mother?
I just want to, UCC of course is something that's on the anvil. We've seen it implementation in various states, including Uttarakhand. But what this could possibly do is what we were discussing earlier. Without actually changing the tax slabs, if there's higher disposable income with middle class families, that's something that's surely going to go down very well with the public of this country if that does happen. At the moment, we are learning that this is a proposal. But if that does happen, how much of this will actually bring in more cash into the pockets of middle class families is certainly going to be a very, very big question. And also, does it bring into the ambit the possibility of any kind of otherwise evasion that we may have seen, because it's often family members where a lot of tax evasion happens. So from the government's tax collection perspective also, what is the impact it will have, we don't know. But certainly if this does happen, it's going to be one of the most talked about proposals in this budget.
Well, Anand Ranganathan, tax terrorism.
Very brief. अब मैं कुछ बोलूंगा तो बोलेंगे कि बोलता है. The UCC
बोलता तो है.
हाँ बोलता
तो है. बोलता तो है. वो तो बोलना पड़ेगा.
Deficit में. There is only one person I know who owns a 100 crore flat in Gurgaon, and he's Tehsin's relative. But you know, coming to UCC,
you're talking about which relative? The one.
Him to say the name.
Yeah.
Why are you saying names today? Why are you so coy this morning? Why are you so coy? You're not naming Vivek Srivastava's country. You're not naming his relative. What is your problem this morning? Coffee nahi mili hai kya?
I think yeah. No, but just as a nitpicking, the UCC, the entire thing is a sham. It's not a uniform civil code anymore. Even in Uttarakhand, they have excluded the ST community from it, so it's not uniform. And if that comes out, they will exclude more and more communities. So I think, yes, a budget might give a political message, but right now it needs to give a finance and economic message. And that is, let us unshackle you.
Tax terrorism. Do you agree with
can I just
and
yes,
HNI?
yeah, no, yes, so there is tax
terrorism part. So there is a problem of corruption where the tax is collected. Okay, it's not just restricted to the government. The private sector is complicit because the lawyers and the CAs have been part of the feeding chain. So there is a whole culture of corruption, unfortunately, in this country, which is very deep rooted. So it is the lawyers and the CAs in the large corporates and medium corporates who have been part of this whole graft. So it's not just the government. The ball is also definitely with the private sector as well.
It's a problem that has its roots deep down into our society, if you may want to call it that, the social habits that are existing. To weed this out, do we need participation from citizens as well? Well, that we are talking about a reform at a large scale. I need to take a short break. I'll take that short break and come back right to Mr. Gursharan Das and Rohit Azad.